Hello YouTube, nodvick here. I have a couple new circuits I've designed that I decided to show you, and I designed these specifically for use in a project MC Crawl is currently working on, and you will see something of that very soon, I'm pretty sure. This shouldn't be too much of a spoiler for it. This is just a single part of the circuit, and the part that I designed, as well as I'm going to show any what may be considered an improvement by Crawl and a pretty good improvement by Tim Shep, which Tim Shep is the newest member of the Crawlcraft server. I have yet to make an official welcome to the server video, but you can probably look forward to that in the future. So what I built was a 5 clock with 5 outputs and a 6 clock with 6 outputs that is extremely compact, not laggy, and very sleek. 2, 3, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for the 5 clock, which is the first one I build, you'll need a 2x7 spot, and you'll go make it a checkered. Actually, you don't need that much either. Yeah, you'd need a 2x6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You'll need a redstone dot here, and I don't even remember. That's fine. Let's just do this, and we'll figure it out as we go. I have some stuff on my other test worlds that I don't want to make a video for yet. Oh, okay, that's what it was. So it does have to be 7. It's just a single block over here. And that's why I created a new world to show this off. So this is the 5 clock. I know it doesn't look right just yet, but trust me. Oof. 4, 5. Oops. Bam. 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 Oops. So we keep putting red dust, more red dust, more red dust, and these are your 5 outputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all you need to start it is a 1 tick pulse. Let me make sure those are set to 4. Those can be set to 3 and it still be stable, but yeah. Oops. I'm gonna do this. This is just for me to start it. I'll put a red. I'll just put some redstone right here for the sake of starting it. So yeah, send a single tick pulse, and that starts it up. So that is a 5 clock. As you can see, only one repeater is on at a time, and they go on and go off with the same timing. So they're perfectly timed out because we have 1, 2 ticks here coming off that middle top, and 1, 2 tick from the side, 1, 2 tick from the inner side. So that's that. Let's go ahead and turn it off. There we go. Now onto my 6 clock, which is what MC Crawl ended up actually using. So you start off with a 3x7, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. And checkerboard it out, starting on the middle on an edge, like so. On the top facing one direction, you'll need repeaters set to either 3 or 4, but make sure they're all set to the same thing, and 3 is the minimum that is stable. From there, that is the main body of the clock. You will need a redstone dust on top of the side from behind the repeaters, and on bottom right here from behind the bottom row of repeaters. So that is your cycling clock. On the side that has the redstone on top, you will need a redstone torch, a block, redstone torch, and a block right there. That is your ascending wire for the clock. So it is too wide, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's a very nice 6 clock anyway. For your outputs, you have here, here, and I'm putting 3 here for a reason. You'll see that in a moment. And then right here you want a row of blocks, like so, and you want to break out in front of the repeaters, just like that. Up here you'll need a repeater on each one, and the reason we're using repeaters here instead of what you will see in a moment is because doing it this way keeps all the timing perfectly even, just like the 5 clock I showed you a moment ago. Block, torch, 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 block, 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 dust, 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 and torch, torch, torch. So those are your outputs right there. They're all evenly timed, and but I would suggest using another row of repeaters, even though it slows it down by another tick, just to make sure that anything you power will remain strongly powered, as I've explained in a previous video long ago, or tier 1 power, as some people seem to be calling it now, generic B. And anyway, so yeah, this is the 6 clock. All you have to do is power this redstone line here with a 1-tick pulse to start it. And if you want this clock to be turned on and off, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is attach a sticky piston to this block here. So I'll do that right quick. Sticky piston. Lever. Oops. There we go. And so that is now your on-off switch, and this is what I'm using to start it. But you can build whatever 1-tick pulse you want. And so there is the 6 clock, all perfectly timed out. Now, for the improvements, quote-unquote, that were made to this clock during Crawl Stream, the first one was by Tim Shep. The problem with this improvement is the ticks are no longer evenly timed out, and I will show you how it works. What he did was he started off by removing the whole front end of it. Well, he didn't do it. He talked Crawl through doing it. I'm going to go ahead and leave one repeater on each one of these because it's still needed. And then up here, in front of each one of these repeaters, you put a torch, a block, 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 dust, 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 torch, 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 block, 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 dust, dust, dust. So now, oops, these are your 6 outputs if I can get over. There we go. So now those are your 6 outputs, and I'll show you how that looks. Now if you watch very carefully, during every cycle you'll see at least 2 of them go on at the same time twice. And that is the unfortunate side of that improvement. It does make it a lot skinnier, so it is more compact that way. But whatever you're wiring it up to, you will have to deal with the 2 on at the same time problem. The other improvement that was made by Crawl was because this torch and this torch add 2 ticks, he reduced this to 2 ticks. Now the problem with that is this repeater here will now stay on for a shorter time, leaving exactly 1 tick of time between this repeater going on and this repeater going on, where none of them are on at all, which means you have a result of 0 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That is, if you want a 0 value possibility in your result, however you're using this clock, then that is usable. That is something you can definitely do. However, it is, for my purposes, I would always leave that at 4, so that there is always at least 1 output on. One other circuit I would like to show you in this video that I have not previously shown off in a video, because Crawl was so impressed by it when I showed him, is the reason I'm showing it to you. A lot of you have seen this this 1-tick pulse generator. Press the button, 1-tick pulse, leaves the block, grabs the block. I've used this in a lot of builds, but one I've used a lot more is my 1 wide one that I designed when I needed it one day, and I've used it ever since when I need a 1 wide one. God, I can't place a torch. And that looks like that. It is just as fast, the exact same concept as this one, except it's 1 wide. It is not, however, tileable. So we'll go ahead and put this here to show you how it works. So you can see 1 tick. and this is definitely the smallest one that is one wide that I've ever seen. It's one I designed, and it is faster than other one wide ones I've seen. For some reason, a one-tick pulse takes a while to happen in a lot of one wide pulse generators, or pulse shorteners, or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, new 6 o'clock, new 5 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoyed.